Good morning, children. Today we are going to start with the last chapter of geography, that is chapter 6, population. The question answers of this chapter have already been uploaded. Just the explanation is left, and I'm going to explain you this chapter. So, what basically the population is? So, population is one of the very crucial element in social sciences. We human beings, and why it is so, because we human beings, we are the producers also, and we are the consumers also of the resources of the earth. We only have invented the technology and made these natural resources useful for us. For example, coal was only a piece of rock until people invented technology and made it a very important resource. So, it is very important for us to know that how many people are there in a country and where these people live, and how and why their numbers are increasing, and what are their characteristics. These are some important points we need to understand about the population. So, this chapter population will help us understand about the population size and its distribution, about the growth of the population and how the process of population change takes place, and also the characteristics of population. Now, this lesson population, it is primarily concerned with three major questions about population, and it will give the answers to these three major questions. And what are these questions? First is population size and distribution. It means how many people are there and where they are located. The next one is population growth and the process of population change. How the population has grown and how it has changed through the time. And the third one is the characteristics or the qualities of the population, that what are their ages, their sex composition, what are their literary rates, or what is their occupation, or what are the health conditions they live in, these characteristics. So these three main points we need to understand in this chapter. Now let's start with the first one, and the first one is the population size and its distribution. Now, before starting this population size and distribution, we need to understand one term, and that term is census. This given here in the box. Now, what is census? So, census is an official enumeration of population which is done periodically. In simple words, it means the counting of the people. Okay? And in Hindi, it means Janganna. The number of people are being counted and calculated for some data. We need to have some data that how many people are there in our country or in a state or in a district. So for that, census is conducted periodically. Now, when was census first held? So the census was first held in the year 1872, but the first complete census started in the year 1881, and since then the census has been held regularly after every 10 years. 1881 से सेंसस रेगुलरली होना स्टार्ट हुआ, और उसके बाद in every 10 years the census is being done and the population is being calculated. Okay, now the Indian census is the most comprehensive source of demographic, social and economic data. So ये census किस किस चीज़ों में help करता है? तो it helps us to collect the demographic, social and economical data. So in census, in very simple words, it is the counting of the population or counting of the people. It was first started in 1872 and it is held regularly after every 10 years. Now, starting with our topic population size and distribution. So now, as of March 2011, the last census was held in the year 2011, and now it will be conducted in this year 2021, as we know that it is held after every 10 years. So as of March 2011, India's population was 1210.6 million. This is the approximate number, and it accounts for 17.5% of the world's population. One figure is also given here, you can look here, see here, that this is the rest population of the world, and India's population is 17.5% of the world. And so these about 1.21 billion people, they are unevenly distributed. So these so many people, they are unevenly distributed over the country, and our country has an area of about 3.28 million square kilometer, and which is about 2.4% of the rest of the area of the world. So you can see the difference here, that we have such a small area which is only 2.4% of the world, and how much population it is accommodating. It is accommodating the population of about 17.5% of the world, which is very high. Now the this census of 2011, it also reveals that Uttar Pradesh, the state of Uttar Pradesh, is the most populous state of India, and it accounts for about 16% of the country's population. On the other hand, the small states like Sikkim, it has just has a population of about 0.6 million, and the Lakshadweep island, it has only 64,000 people living over there. So what does this data helps us to understand? It tells us that the population is not evenly distributed all around the country. कहीं पर किसी स्टेट में बहुत ज़्यादा पॉपुलेशन है तो कहीं पे बहुत कम है, कहीं पे मीडियम है. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि सारी स्टेट्स है अगर हमारे पास तो वहाँ पर सबको पॉपुलेशन को पूरा डिवाइड कर दिया. ऐसा नहीं है. पॉपुलेशन जो है वो वेरी करती है सारी स्टेट्स में. जैसे कि यू कैन सी इन दिस फिगर 6.2, the percentage of population of the different states is given. So, like see here, Uttar Pradesh is having 16% of population, then comes Maharashtra with 9%, Bihar 9%, West Bengal 8%, Andhra Pradesh 7%, Tamil Nadu 6%, and you can look here at how the population is varying in different states. And you will see that there are some states like Jammu Kashmir, Delhi, Haryana, in this a very small number of people live, and almost half of the India's population just live in the 5 states, and these 5 states are UP, Maharashtra, Bihar, West Bengal, Andhra Pradesh. So this shows us the uneven distribution of population all over the country. Now moving on to the next topic, India's population distribution by density. Now the population density, it will provide a better picture which has helped us to understand about the uneven distribution of the population. Now first let us understand what is population density. So we need to understand what actually population density is. So population density is calculated as a number of persons per unit area. The number of person which live in a particular per square kilometer or per unit area, this is known as a population density. And India is one of the most densely populated countries of the world. India की जो population density है वो बहुत high है, और India one of the most densely populated countries में आता है. Now what is the exact number or the exact population density of India? So the population density of India in the year 2011 was 382 persons per square kilometer. Okay, you have to remember this. What is the population density of India? It is 382 persons per square kilometers. Now as the population is varying in different states, किसी स्टेट में ज़्यादा है किसी स्टेट में कम है, तो obviously this is very obvious कि जो population density होगी that will also be varying in different states. So we see here that the population density of Bihar is around 1102 persons per square kilometer, whereas the state of Arunachal Pradesh only has a population density of 17 persons per square kilometer. Now we will see through this figure the population density. Okay, so you will see with different colors. You have to read this map on your own. The different population densities are given. This green color shows the population density is about 250 persons per square kilometer. Light green between 251 to 500. Yellow is showing 501 to 750. 751 to 1000 is shown in orange, and above 1000 is shown in red color. So you have to this map will help you understand the population density in different countries. So this red color is in Bihar and West Bengal. This shows that the population density here is very high, above 1000, whereas this light color in Arunachal Pradesh, here the northeastern states like Meghalaya, Nagaland, here population density is low, here also in Jammu Kashmir. So this will help you understand that how population density changes from one state to another. Okay, so this you have to go through this map. Now there is some reason for this difference in the population density. I'll show you the states which are having the population density below 250 persons per square kilometer. Okay, so the states with lowest population density, like we saw here, the states of Arunachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Meghalaya, Nagaland. Why they are having low population density? Because of some geographical or some economical, political reasons are there. Okay, because it may be because the climatic conditions there are not too good. There are rugged terrains. The climatic conditions are not much favorable for the survival of the people there. So these are the reasons that जहाँ पर लोगों को एम्प्लॉयमेंट फैसिलिटी ज़्यादा अच्छी मिलती है, यहाँ पर जहाँ का क्लाइमेट ज़्यादा अच्छा है, जहाँ पर एग्रीकल्चर ज़्यादा अच्छे से हो सकता है, जहाँ पर प्लेन एरियाज़ ज़्यादा है, जहाँ पर ऐसी तरीके की इकोनॉमिक, जोग्राफिकल और ये कंडीशन ज़्यादा बेटर है, वहाँ पर लोग ज़्यादा सेटल होते हैं. वहीं जहाँ पर ज़्यादा माउंटेनियस हिली रीजन्स हैं, द टेरेन इज़ नॉट गुड टू सेटल डाउन. सो ऐसी प्लेसेस पर जो पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी है वो कम होती है. यहाँ पर हिली एरियाज़ है, रॉकी नेचर का एरिया है, जहाँ पर रेनफॉल कम हो रही है, लेस फर्टाइल लैंड है, वहाँ पर पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी कम होगी. अब जो हम देख रहे हैं कि नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स, जो बिहार, यूपी और केरला वाला एरिया है, वहाँ पे पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी ज़्यादा क्यों है? क्योंकि वहाँ पर फ्लैट प्लेन्स है, सॉइल बहुत फर्टाइल है, लोगों के लिए एग्रीकल्चर करना ईजी है, रेनफॉल अच्छे अमाउंट में होता है. और ये रीजंस हैं किसी भी एरिया की पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी को डिसाइड करते हैं. जहाँ रेनफॉल अच्छी होगी, क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस अच्छी होगी, फर्टाइल लैंड ज़्यादा होगा, प्लेन एरिया ज़्यादा होगा, वहाँ पर पॉपुलेशन ज़्यादा होगी. वहीं जहाँ पर लैंड की फर्टिलिटी कम है, हिली एरियाज़ है, क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस आर नॉट टू गुड, या तो एक्सट्रीमली हॉट है, एक्सट्रीमली कोल्ड है, तो ऐसी जगहों पर जो पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी है वो हमेशा कम होगी.